What preparations need to be made for engaging both on the sales side with customers, but also on the supply side with suppliers? How would you suggest people address that?
Many businesses are different. Everyone will operate in a different way. If you're opening up a newsagent, for example, all you're going to be doing really is selling to the general public. They're going to come in, they're going to buy their newspaper, their Mars bar, and then they're going to pay you and go out. Your relationship with your customer is very brief. On the other hand, your relationship with your supplier is quite extensive. You need the newspaper delivery company to deliver your newspapers every morning without fail. Otherwise, when your customers come in to buy those newspapers, if they're not there, you will soon lose their custom. So sometimes the relationships with the clients and sometimes your relationships with the suppliers vary in intensity. When you have that relationship with that supplier, what most of the time will happen is you'll have a contract with them. So they will say to you, we promise to deliver so many newspapers on the basis that you pay us. Now, those contracts can be quite short. Sometimes they can be verbal, sometimes they can be in writing, sometimes it can take the form of a legal document signed off by witnesses and all sorts of things. That's the sort of supplier side. Looking at your own client side, again, if you, for example, you were a shop, your customers are going to come in, they're going to buy the goods, they're going to leave. If you were more providing consultancy services or you're providing a lot of products into an existing business, you really need to have a proper legal agreement drawn up. You want to make sure that you know exactly when you have to deliver the goods, exactly to which depot of the company, and you need to know what paperwork needs to be signed off. There's nothing worse than delivering a container load of goods to a warehouse only to be found out that no one knows it's there. And the people who are going to pay you for delivering those goods are the accounts department. And the accounts department could be 100 miles away. They won't know the goods have gone to the warehouse, will they? So what you have to watch out for when dealing with some of the larger firms are a purchase order system. If you have a purchase order from a large client, then when you deliver the goods, you make sure that it's delivered against the purchase order, and then the guy working in the warehouse logs it into his system. It then marvellously appears in the accounting system. The accountants then know the goods have been delivered. Then they're in a position to pay you for it. So when dealing with a lot larger clients, it's good to have a legal agreement in place to make sure that you know your obligations on both sides, but also watch out for that purchase order thing, because without one of those in a purchase order, you can sometimes find that you're not going to get paid for all the goods you've delivered.